not that bad.
And they're expensive for what you're buying.
Well, yeah, but you're getting your servos and you're getting your motor and you're getting your receiver.
Very simply though, if I only had one plane I could bring to travel with, it'd be that one. And I have 26 planes.
Wow.
Easy.
Well, I got 15 or so. But I got some big. I got two that's got 10 foot wings.
I can't even imagine that big. Literally, you put a 10 car.
That last one I got. It's a 19 bird dog.
I'd be so scared.
And I can't. It's like just barely the back of my head.
And I'd be so scared to fly it. Gas or electric?
Gas. It's got a single in it. Then I got a Beaver. It's got a 10 foot wingspan. That's got a twin in it.
God
But I've
almighty,
never flown them. I've been given them.
Yeah.
Well, I bought the Beaver, but the bird dog was given to me.
I'd be so scared. I'll tell you what. Eventually I'd fly that biatch.
Oh, I'm not. But I just bought a Fly Sky servo with a GPS in it. A gyro in it.
All my friends are telling me that Fly Sky has done such a great job.
Oh, really?
Just all the way around. They're the go-to for the best value and the best equipment. So Fly Sky, I wouldn't think a thing about like what you did.
Yeah, I put a Fly Sky. Man, I mean they're cheap too.
That's what I'm saying. The best value.
$30 or so. You can get a 6-channel. Well, actually, it's more than that, but it's a regular 6-channel that you can expand.
Yeah, you can do what they call it, the PCM or whatever.
Yeah,
you can expand it.
And that was, I think it's about 18 or 20 channels or something you can actually get out of it.
For $30.
For $30. The one with the 3-axis gyro in it was, I think, close to 60, 48 or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
And, I might do that this winter. I might put that in the bird dog.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Fly Sky came out with a stabilizer. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm happy.
Yeah, I can't remember the number of it, but I got a brand new one still in the box.
That's wonderful.
And I'm gonna put that on the bird dog.
It has to be easier to set up than these are the Free Sky stabilized versions,
Yeah.
and they Jesus Harley, it takes me. I have to use 2 people, painless and some dude that speaks Chechnyan, to walk me through setting it up because it's so complicated. Once I get one, though, I'm good, but I don't buy a lot of planes anymore. I'm on the road, and what I do is personally, I have X spots for planes at the house, and that's fantastic.
Plane coming right
You got
over,
it.
you're down.
You got it.
Nice one, man.
I heard it coming.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
nice landing.
Yeah. I got lots of expo. At least 30% expo on the elevator on low rate.
Yeah, see, I got 60, I think, on my stuff. And
Yeah.
on my Matt Chapman, I got 70 in that.
Have you?
And it works great because you're light at the beginning, and if you really want to go, you just put her to the max. And
Terry don't put no expo in there. I don't think. That's why that plane of his is all over the field.
Yeah, it was squirrely. But I tell you what, I'm so pleased he got it back now. I talked to him, and he said that minor damage to the...
oh, he flew his that
what the hell's that thing called?
purple one?
Yes.
Oh, he did fly that in the
He
end?
flew it out here. I actually have video. There's video.
He flew the
In fact, I got some video from the drone.
Oh, really?
Shitty, but...
Yeah.
he flew the
Something next to her, ain't it? Or something like that? That purple one?
Yeah, I got
no, it's a Stinger.
Stinger.
That's a Stinger,
That's
but
a
he
60 size Stinger.
he flew the yellow one there.
Yeah.
And he did nose it over, and it did crack the cowling.
It did?
Yeah, he said you got to fix it, but that was the only damage, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering if he got
I
that
didn't
purple
think
one.
the Stinger got off the ground because it was so damn squirrely.
Yeah. I think he said he was going to do a little more adjustment.
Well,
He couldn't get the throttle where he wanted it either.
he needed to back off the throws on the rudder because that's all him. that thing's going from one side to the other.
See, I
That
don't-
ain't the plane doing that.
I don't use a rudder very much.
But you got to steer
On the
And
ground, that's the only thing. When I'm flying, I don't use. I'm trying to learn to use it.
The beavers,
I came from helicopters, and you can't fly a helicopter without a rudder.
Right.
the beaver, I got the rudder.
Well, the helicopter really
The
depends
beaver-
on it a lot, don't it?
The beaver, I
use
got
the rudder, man.
I got the rudder paired with the ailerons.
Yep.
So when I go around the left turn, it giving that little left rudder.
I don't.
I almost think if I give it right rudder, it'd make a flatter turn.
Yeah.
That's my thinking wasn't quite right.
I don't. I can use the rudder on the ground, but I don't use it much. I've been trying to because I've been trying to get it so I can slip it.
Yeah,
And I come in for a landing, but
you're the what I call the normal group. I didn't realize it. I went from a helicopter club to a plank club,
yeah.
and one of them I didn't even notice. He goes, "Man, I need to teach myself to use some rudder." You don't use rudder? He goes, "Nobody out here uses rudder."
No,
except
you
for
don't,
the
you don't
helicopter
really
guys.
need it other than on the ground.
Yeah.
Unless you get, if you've got a steerable nose wheel on a tricycle end gear, you don't even need a rudder.
So what we did was we instinctively, the helicopter guys, instinctively use rudder. That's a bad thinking. Well, I tell you what, I finally murdered
Oh,
one.
you got the same voltage thing that I got.
Yeah, I like that's you talking about Amber calling it out.
This one here.
Oh yeah, that one's. I think that one was bad.
I use it on my airplane. I leave it in my airplane.
Yeah,
Oh, you got another one there.
yeah, I have two of them here, and it looks like one of them.
That's telemetry,
That's my telemetry.
or however you pronounce it.
Well, when I pronounce stuff, I pronounce it phonetically, so I want to call it speedometer.
Speedometer. There.
And
I like that.
And telemetry.
You're like that Jimmy on YouTube.
Yeah, you talking about Jimmy's World?
Yeah.
That maniac. Jesus
Well, he
Christ.
explains things. That's the whatever.
I
you know.
love him,
Yeah.
and he makes me smile.
I enjoy him. He was getting an airplane out of Florida the other day,
He's a maniac.
and it smelled some bad, and he was sticking his head in there, and he was coughing and gagging. And
He's a maniac. You try to piece things together, and I guess what he said was he was successful in some business,
yeah.
did real good for himself, and now he gets to go out and do this stuff.
Well, he's probably a millionaire,
Oh,
multi-millionaire.
well, many times over.
And so he can do whatever he wants. He can buy these planes and fix them up and sell them. And well, you see what he's doing with that Elvis Presley jet.
Yes, he turned it into a.
Well, he's selling parts off it. He had a part on there the other day. I can't remember what he was charging for it. It's like, holy moly.
He turned it into a
Camper.
A camper.
Well, he
Genius.
couldn't. He bought it. Then he found out.
Camper was crap.
Well, no, he bought the jet, and he found out that even if he could restore it, which I can't remember how much because they had a list. They made up a list.
He did the chalkboard.
Yeah, and how much it was. Then he found out that FAA won't let, even if he did get it all put back, he couldn't fly it because of the noise it made, the engine.
Yeah, he.
If he could even find an engine. I guess Smithsonian's got one of them. It's crazy.
Jimmy's World.
Yeah. Yeah, I like watching him.
Yep, Arlie, I think my voltage telemetry poop.
Yeah, I don't know how well them are. They're cheap.
All of these I have dumped completely in the water.
Oh, well, they
I'm surprised they last as long as they do.
look at that. I like that.
It's just stupid. This thing costs